Welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna learn about subnetting. This is our lab number 3, and today we are gonna learn about variable length subnet mask. In the previous lab we subnet our network in equal size. What I mean is that every local area network has the same number of hosts, but now they told us that we need other requirements. For example, here in LAN number 2 we had 64 hosts, but here in LAN number 4 we have 9 hosts. That's why we're gonna use different subnet masks for every case. And here we have the task we have to follow, but the first step we're gonna do is to know how many subnets do we need. And here is really easy because it's with every square that they had made here. So we need 1 subnet, 2 subnet, 3 subnet, 4 subnet, and 5 subnet for the connection between R1 and R2. So we need 5 subnets, and in base to that we need to divide our principal network, that is 192.168.5.0/24. And to do that we're gonna start with the longest local area network, in this case LAN number 2 with 64 hosts. What happens if you start in the reverse? What I mean is start with LAN number 4 or connection between R1 or R2, where you're gonna lose IP address. You're gonna lose space. It's not recommended, but you can, and we can do it in a demonstration and see what happens. But now we're gonna start with LAN number 2. So we go to our Excel. We have our original, and LAN number 2, how do you know, is going to be the same after original, like in the previous videos. Same network, but the subnet mask is gonna change. We need 64 hosts, and this is quantity. And for quantity, what are we gonna use? The finger game. Okay, so we turn off our fat finger. Every finger is a bit that we borrow from the host portion, and visualize a number 2, and we have to ask ourselves, number 2 is enough for 64 hosts? No, it's not. And then we continue doubling the number that we had already set. So we'll turn off other finger, and it's 4, not enough. 8, not enough. 16, not enough. 32, not enough. 64, yes, but in reality no, because we have to subtract, we have to eliminate 2 IP address, the network and the broadcast. So in reality this is 62, so we have to add another bit, 128. That is enough? Yes, it is. So we are going to borrow 7 bits from our IP address. If our IP address has 32 bits and we subtract 7, we had a total of 25. That is our new subnet. Our new subnet, oh, I borrow 92.5.0/25. And now imagine this is the end of the third octet, we have here 24 bits, and now we put here our 25. That is our new subnet, and this column here is our less significant bit. So we're gonna use him, like in the previous video, to know the next IP network, to know the next subnet, because this is the block size. So what is first? LAN number 2, 64. Then the next subnet that we're gonna use is LAN 1 because it's greater than LAN 3 and LAN 4. But first we're gonna use this replace node to put here LAN 2 is gonna be this 192.168.5.0/25. What is going to be the broadcast? And to do that, we need to discover our new subnet, and we said that we're gonna use now LAN number 1. So LAN number 1, and this is going to be how many hosts? 45 hosts. 45 hosts. And what is going to be the network? Well, we only have to use our log size, and this number 128 add to the last octet. Well, 128 plus 0 is 128. So that is our new subnet. 52.168.5.128 slash, we don't know yet, we have to do the finger game, but now we discover what is the broadcast address of the previous subnet is 182.168.5.127, and that's it. We have our LAN 2, and the range of usable address is from 1 to 176. So that is what we're gonna use when we assign the IP address. And now we are going to the LAN 1. LAN 1, we need 45 hosts. 45 hosts. Okay, this is a quantity, and when we have quantity we use finger game. So we visualize our finger game, and we had a 2, not enough, 4, not enough, 8, not enough, 16, not, 32, no, 64, yes, we have enough space with that. So we have to borrow 6 bits. 32 minus 6 is equal to slash 26, and that is going to be our new subnet mask 26. So we have here 25. Now we have one here, and now we have our slash 26. The last significant bit is 64, so we have to add to our previous subnet to discover LAN number 3. That is going to be our next subnet. LAN 3. That it has 14 hosts, I guess. I don't remember now. Yes, 14 hosts. It's going to be 192.168.5. Okay, 128 plus 64, that is equal to 192. And we don't know yet the subnet mask, so we left it like that. Okay, now we could put that here in our laboratory LAN number 1, and it's going to be 192.168.5 128/26 and broadcast 192.168.5.191/26. Okay, that's it. Have two subnets, this and this. Now we go for LAN number 3. So go to Excel again. Quantity again, we need 14 hosts. We use our finger 2, 4, 8, 16, 16 minus 2. Okay, now we're gonna continue with LAN number 3 and LAN number 4. So go to our Excel, LAN number 3, we need to know the net mask, and to do that we're gonna use the finger game. 2, 4, 8, 16, 16. 16 is a no. 16 minus 2 is 14. Yes, it is a no. So we borrow 1, 2, 3, 4 bits. 4 bits, and 32 minus 4 bits is 28. That is our new net mask. So we have here 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That is our new subnet, and this is the block size. So to the LAN number 1, 2, 3, LAN number 4, we got 192.168.5.192 plus 16. How much is that? Well, 208. And LAN 4, how many hosts? 9 hosts. So we had 2, 4, 8, not enough, 16. Again, we borrow 4 big, so it's gonna be a slash 28. That is our LAN 4. Okay, it's the same, so we are not change this net mask, and we need LAN number 5. This is going to be the connection between the routers. So we don't really need a lot hosts. We only need two, one for this and one for this other. So to do that, we use our finger again and again, and we put the first bit up. Two is enough, yes, but if we subtract, we left with 0. So we use 2, 4. 4 is no, yes it is. 4 minus 2 is 2. So we borrowed 2 bits from our network. It's going to be 192.168.5. We have to add, right? 208 plus 16. How much is that? Well, we can do this here. 208 plus 16, that is equal to 8, 9, 10, 4, and I borrow 1. So it's 2 and then 2. That is 224. I don't know what is always erase and erase and erase. It's last 30 we said, because we don't need so many hosts. And erase this, we don't need it. That's it. We had already completed all the subnet. So the second task is assign the first usable address to the PC in each LAN, assign the last usable address to the router's interface in each LAN. So put IP address in the device and give him a default gateway to leave the LAN. So that is what we're gonna do. And LAN 2 is with what we started. So we're gonna configure that first. Default gateway. The last usable address we set 192.5. If the broadcast is 127, we're gonna use 126. That is going to be our default gateway, and we are gonna use 192.168.5.1, and subnet mask is /25. This is 128. That is all for PC2. Now we go to router, CLI, enable, COMT, interface gigabit 00, IP address 192.168.5.126. that is the default gateway. Now the next mask 255.255.128. That is the next mask, and now shut down to enable the interface. And what about, why not use, we are here, why not configure interface gigabit 01, IP address, oh, I made a mistake. Gigabit 01 is the one we has to be the configuration. So interface gigabit 0 0. And no IP address. Now interface gigabit 01. IP address 182. Yes. No shutdown. Okay. Now interface gigabit 00. And yeah, we had already made a mistake. We're going to PC1 config. We don't configure PC1. No, we don't. We configure PC2. Yes, we did. It's okay. Interface gigabit 00 is LAN 1, and LAN 1 we said that is 191 is the broadcast. So we are gonna use one less than the broadcast. IP address 192.168.5.190. 255 that what is the net mask last 26, so this is 192. That's it. And now we can show IP interface brief to confirm 00. It has slash 90 and 01 126. We can show interface gigabit 01 to confirm the neck mask slash 25. We said slash 25. It's okay. And now show interface gigabit 00. It has to be slash 20. What is it? 26. Yes. Okay. Now PC1, we're gonna give him default gateway 192.168.5.119 first return 0. The IP is going to be this IPv4 192.168.5.129. That's okay. We should ping these two LANs now because they are directly connected. Yes, we can. So we have to configure these two LANs, and we don't put the labels here, but we have our Excel with the IPs, so we can do that. First, let's start with LAN number 3. LAN number 3 config default gateway. What is the default gateway? LAN number 3 192. This is where is the store, and we finish here. So broadcast is going to be 207.206. 192.168.5.206 we said. And fast Ethernet 0 192.168.5. What is the LAN store? 192.193. Okay. And the mask is slash 28. That is, oh, okay, just because I don't put the mass. 192, here we have 192, 224, 240. That is the mass. 255, 255, 255, 240. Okay. We configure the PC. Yes, we did. Now I want to configure this, the router. Enable config interface. I don't know the interface. Gigabit 00. Gigabit 00. IP address 192.168.5. What do we say? 206. 255, 255, 255, 240. Shut down. Okay, that's correct. And now for LAN number 4. LAN number 4. Gigabit 01. Okay. Interface Gigabit 01. IP address 182.168.5. This is the default gateway of LAN number 4, and it's gonna be 223.222.222. And the same subnet mask we set. Now shut down. That's it. Now we configure that we show IP interface brief. Okay, 206.222. If that is correct, and we can show interface gigabit 0 to prove the net mask. Oh, this is not what I want. That is not what I want to do. And here we have /28. That's correct. Now we have to configure the PC. Config the full gateway is 192.168.5. Yes, that happened when you don't remember. Gigabit 01 is 222. 192.168.5.222. And fast Ethernet 0. I don't remember. We're gonna put LAN 4 209. 192.168.5.209. And the next mask 240. That's it. And we should ping these two PC by itself. Successful we can, because they are directly connected. Now no, we haven't finished yet. We need to do the connection between those two routers. So we go to here, router number 1, CLI, and configure terminal interface gigabit 0. IP address. What do we say about this? LAN number 5, we call it. It starts in 224. It starts in 224, so we are gonna use 225 in this side. 192.168. That's 5.225. It's that's 30. 255. How much is that 30? We have here 25, 26, 7, 28, 29, and 30. So all this number added is 255, and if you subtract 3, what do you get? 262. So that is what we're gonna use. Yes, so 262. Now shut down. And we can confirm if we are correct with our netmask with show interface gigabit 0 0 0. Yes, that's 30. That's correct. Now we go to this router and the same. Configure terminal interface gigabit 0 0 0. IP address 192.168.5.225 and UR 226. Yes. Look, because here our least significant bit is 4, and if you add 224 plus 4 is 228. 228, yes. The broadcast 227, and you have to use 226. 225, 225, 225, 240. Now shut down. And show interface. No, show IP interface brief. Here it is. Up. Okay. And we should ping these to each other now. Yes, they can, but what about if we want to ping this PC to this? They can reach. And what about this? Obviously, no. That happened because they don't know how to reach these two LAN. They need to know a route, and to do that we can use static routes. Here, configure static route on each router. So that is what we're gonna do in this router and in this router. And to do that we enter const IP route 192.168.5. LAN first, LAN number 3, 192. Now we put the mask 255 to 28. I don't remember. 28, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20. I am. Is 240. Incomplete command. Oh yes, we need to specify the next hop. The next hop is gonna be 192.168.5.226. we said. We put yes. That's it. And now we're gonna use IP row 192.168.5. that we use LAN 3 and now LAN 4. 255, 240. and the same net hub. And that's it. We exit, show IP route. Here we have our two static routes via net hub. Now we're gonna do the same for this one with the help of our Excel. Really important to have an Excel or documentation because you are gonna forget what is the IP, what is the broadcast, the network, etc. You need something to remember all that steps. Computer terminal, IP row 182.168.5. Is LAN 2 and LAN 1. LAN 2 is that's 0. 255. This is 192.1. How do you get to that network? Well, you need to go to the net hub, and the net hub is 225. IP row, invalid input. Oh, this is now. Okay, and now we did LAN 2. Now LAN 1 is I can see LAN 1 is 128, and the net mask is 192. That's it. Exit, show IP route, and here we have our two static routes. Okay, now we could make some proofs. You should. Yes, he can. And what about between you? Yes, we have connectivity between these two, not two, 4 LANs. So that's it for the lab of today.